May 20th, 2013. This is a normal day for most people, but a day of pain and destruction for the residents of Moore, Oklahoma. On the 20th, an upper-level trough was moving slowly eastward, causing the atmosphere to destabilize. CAPE, which stands for Convective Available Potential Energy, is the amount of fuel available to a developing thunderstorm. The CAPE values on the 20th range from 2,000 joules per kilogram to over 4,000 joules per kilogram, mainly focused over the Oklahoma City metro area. Dew points were extremely high, ranging in the 60s and 70s across Oklahoma. These factors caused the Storm Prediction Center to issue a moderate risk of severe weather across Oklahoma with a 10% hatch tornado risk. But the last thing people were expecting was an EF-5 tornado to rip through downtown Moore, destroying everything in its 14-mile path. When the sun came up on May 20th, it was unusually warm and muggy, with temperatures rising into the 80s and dew point in the 70s. It was clear that any storm that could develop in those conditions would become severe. At 1:10 p.m., the Storm Prediction Center issued a tornado watch for central and eastern Oklahoma. Less than half an hour after the tornado watch was issued, storms began to fire in south central and central Oklahoma. Parents began to worry, and elementary schools would now release the kids at 2:30 p.m. so they could beat the weather, but only the ones who got there before the tornado warning came were able to pick up their kids. A thunderstorm was forming over Grady County at this time, and at 2:12 p.m., the storm would go severe warned. Certain weather conditions allowed this storm in particular to rapidly intensify. The storm quickly developed a mesocyclone, and the potential for a violent tornado in that area sharply increased. At 2:40 p.m., the Storm Prediction Center issued a tornado warning for southern Oklahoma City, and at 2:56 p.m., the Moore EF-5 was born. As the tornado touched down southwest of Oklahoma City, a K4 news helicopter caught the tornado forming on camera. The tornado started off weak, only producing EF1 damage until it rapidly intensified, becoming a violent tornado, destroying a subdivision on the north side of Northwest 32nd Street. Several homes were completely destroyed, producing EF4 damage at 2 homes. As the tornado progressed, it grew into a wedge tornado, continuing to grow in size and strength, destroying more subdivisions in its path. At 3:01 p.m., the National Weather Service in Norman issued a tornado emergency for Moore and southern Oklahoma City. The tornado began to rapidly grow in width again and began causing EF4 damage. The people in Moore knew that it was May 3rd all over again.
This is essentially, you never want to say it, but we're going to say it right now. This is May 3rd all over again as far as the intensity of this tornado, where it is heading. And something has to change fast, or it's going to be very close to a May 3rd event. Never want to say that, but that's what we have right now. It is shrouded in debris, and it's a low wedge shrouded in debris.
When the tornado entered into Moore, the tornado was causing EF3 and EF4 damage, tossing cars, uprooting trees, and flattening homes. Next, the tornado struck Briarwood Elementary School, dealing EF4 damage. Miraculously, nobody died. The tornado continued into Moore, flattening homes and eventually peaking in intensity at EF5 strength, sweeping 2 well-manufactured homes off of their foundation, leaving only a slab behind. At this time, the tornado also struck Plaza Towers Elementary School at EF4 strength, with teachers and students inside. 7 children would die. The tornado proceeded to flatten neighborhood after neighborhood. As the tornado reached the center of Moore, the tornado began to move northeast and did a loop before moving back east. Because of this loop, multiple well-built brick houses were completely swept off their foundations, sustaining EF5 damage. The tornado continued east, causing sustained EF4 damage, and causing one more house to undergo EF5 level damage, leaving only the foundation left on the property. After this, the tornado began to weaken, finally dissipating at 3:35 p.m. The nightmare was finally over. After the tornado dissipated, the residents of Moore emerged from their homes, witnessing complete and utter destruction. Cars wrapped around trees, houses leveled, and people lay trapped under the rubble of their own homes. People lay unconscious or even dead in the street. Neighborhoods in Moore were unrecognizable. The May 20th, 2013 EF-5 is the last EF-5 tornado to hit the U.S. to this day. 24 people, including 7 kids from Plaza Towers Elementary School, died, and 212 others were injured. With estimated wind speeds of over 210 miles per hour, the Moore tornado caused over $2 billion worth of damage. People's lives can change in only a couple of minutes. Nobody expects this to happen to them, but on May 13th, 2013, this became a reality for thousands of innocent citizens in central Oklahoma. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and click here to watch another one of my videos. And leave a comment if you want me to make more documentaries like this.